There's this interesting thing about how we absorb energy from our surroundings. It's like when we first receive something small, let's say a diamond-sized gift, we're amazed, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's such a big deal at first, but after a while we start expecting more. It's human nature to want to feel that constant growth, right?
Exactly. At first, that little thing makes our eyes widen. But after a month, if you bring me the same thing, it's no longer as exciting. We expect bigger things, and that cycle keeps repeating.
It's a fascinating dynamic. We start off with so much excitement, but once we reach a certain threshold, it's like we've absorbed all the energy from that experience. Then we're looking for the next boost.
That's right. And the way we absorb energy isn't just personal, it's also cultural. Think about how museums work, for example. In some countries, people swarm to the museum when it's first opened. There's excitement, long lines, and all that. But after a while, the energy just dissipates.
Yeah, people walk through, glance around, maybe listen to a quick explanation, and then it's over. No one comes back for the same exhibit. It's like they've absorbed all they can and the experience becomes done.
Exactly. Our ancestors were meticulous about things. The Korean culture, for example, has this fast absorption. If you don't focus, you've missed the details, and that's it. Western cultures, though, can linger, take photos, analyze every little thing. But once we're done, we're done. No going back.
That's a really interesting perspective. It's almost like we're all energy sponges. We soak it in until there's nothing left to absorb, and then we move on.
Yes. And this is true in everything we do, whether it's our career, relationships, or personal growth. People gather around when there's a buzz, when there's energy flowing. But once that energy fades, they look for something else.
And that's why things like popularity, fame, or even spiritual practices like Seongnyeong, the Holy Spirit, can be so cyclical. People are constantly searching for that energy, but once they've absorbed it, they lose interest.
Right, it's almost like the energy has a limit. If you don't find a new way to keep it flowing, everything just stalls. The key is to continually evolve, to keep people engaged. Whether it's a celebrity, a product, or even a spiritual movement, if you don't have that constant flow, things start to fade.
Exactly. And that's when people get caught in this cycle, thinking that looks or temporary fame will be enough. But without something deeper, it eventually fades away. People are attracted by energy, but without substance, they eventually move on.
You're absolutely right. It's like a metaphor for relationships, too. At first, the attraction is strong, but if the person doesn't evolve, doesn't grow, the connection fades. So what happens? They seek someone or something else.
And it's not just about looks or surface level things, it's about the depth, how much substance there is. You could be the most attractive person in the world, but if you're not offering more, people will eventually walk away.
It's the same with our spiritual journey, right? At first, people may flock to a certain practice, but without true growth, without something real to offer, they'll move on. That's why keeping the energy flowing and evolving is so important.
So, in a way, what we're doing, whether in personal development or in spiritual practice, is about creating that constant flow of energy. If we don't, it'll fade, and the people or things around us will feel the same way.
Exactly. Whether it's a new career move, a new relationship, or even a new passion, if we don't continue to grow, continue to evolve, we stop drawing people in. And that's when the energy dies out.
So, we have to keep pushing forward, keep innovating, and keep growing, right? Otherwise, everything stagnates. But that's a good thing to remember for personal development. Never stop evolving.
Definitely. Growth is the key. If you stop growing, you stop attracting the right energy. And that's a powerful thing to keep in mind, no matter what stage you're at.
Absolutely. It's like we're all just energy in motion, constantly evolving, absorbing, and giving. And if we're not moving forward, we risk fading into the background.
And that's why we need to be aware of the energy we're putting out there and make sure we keep evolving. Otherwise, it's like a cycle that just won't end.
A powerful cycle for sure. And the more we understand it, the better we can harness that energy and keep it flowing in the right direction.
Well, that's a wrap for today. But let's keep thinking about how we can continue to evolve, absorb, and grow. That's the real key to everything.
Agreed. Let's keep that energy flowing and keep striving for more.